Hi everyone, this is Arsh, and today we are going to create a automated model training and deployment pipeline in Python, and we are going to deploy that pipeline on True Foundry, which is our MLOps platform, which helps in experiment tracking and deploying the models. So let's get started. So this is the README file of the repo. The repo link is in the description and in the blog. So what you have to do, you just clone the repo. You have to install the requirements like this. Pip install our requirements of text. The usage is like this: Python deploy.py. I will just tell you what are the content of these files. Then the directory structure is like this. Deploy.py is for the job deployment. Then we have the service.py, which is for model training and service deployment. Then we have model.py, which is the source code of the model. And another, this is the app.py. It's a Gradio source code. It will be created during the runtime. And we have the requirements.txt, the requirements file. So first of all, I'll just tell you the structure of this deploy.py. It starts with importing the libraries, then getting the environment variables. So these are the three environment variables that you have to take care of: the workspace FQN that you'll be getting from the True Foundry application, your API key, and the TFI host. There are two functions in it. One is the experiment track and the deploy job. Experiment track is nothing but getting the experiments, like saving the data set and the model in True Foundry. So it requires a model, train model, features, and the labels, and it will create a new job, new project named train job, and the run name will be train job one. Then it will log the model like this, and it will log the both data sets, like the features and the labels. Then the other function is deploy job, which when called, it will log into the True Foundry application by using the TFI API key. It will create a build image, and then it will create a job. The name of the job will be this. The resources that I've kept is memory limit is 1500. That is 1.5 gigs, and the request is 1 gigs. CPU limit and the CPU request. Then trigger, you can do two types of triggering. One is manual and the other one is schedule. We are just going to schedule it. This is the cron schedule format, 09 star star star, which is 9 a.m. every day. This is the concurrency policy. The environment variables that we are going to send to this job are these: TFI host, API key, and versus FQN. Then we'll just deploy it. Upon running this file, the deploy job will be called and it will deploy the job. Then the other thing is we have the service.py file. Service.py, it just imports the libraries, then deploying the model. Deploying the model is getting the model features and label, training the model first, doing the experiment tracking, and then creating a service named this train RFR from job. Running it at port 8080. Python app.py is basically the endpoint, which will get created during the runtime after the model has been trained. Then we have the write app function, which will write the source code for the Gradio application like this. It has the libraries. It will create MLF client, get all the runs, get the latest model, get the features and labels, and train the model. Which this file will run, it will write the application and deploy the model. The model.py is like this. It is using Lucifer ML and training RFR model. The dataset we have used is a salary data, which is a very small dataset that we have used for test purposes. You can use any data. We'll just do XY, which is the separating the labels and the features. RFR is the name of the printer random forest. We just fit the model, and this function will return the model, the labels, and like the features and the labels. The other thing is the application.py, which I've already showed you. This is the Gradio source code. So we'll just run the code. We can just run the code like this, and it will create a new job like this one. Train RFR publish. I have not run the code yet. I'm just showing you. This is one mode. The other mode is getting new deployment, choosing job here, your workspace. Okay, entering the name, the repo URL, the GitHub URL. There is no Docker file in here, so we don't need to worry about it. We just do Python build pack. It will be the Python deploy.py here. Requirements.txt. It will be like this. Manual trigger is just the scheduling. So we'll just do 09, or if you want to do manually, you can do it. There's a resource limit. Okay, and once you submit it, it will again create a job for you. So this is the job. You can do two things now. You can wait for this time to come and the job will be triggered, or you can just trigger the job like this. You don't need to do anything here, just a command. If you want to override, you just trigger the job. Job is triggered, as you can see. Okay, so once the job is triggered, it will train the model and then track all these requirements and the data set and push the service, deploy the service basically. So if you go in deployments and you will find the train RFR from job is running up in here. It is running. You can see this is the application for the model. Click on submit and it will predict. So that's it for today. Thanks for staying. Today we learned about creating automated pipeline, model training pipeline with not just train the model, but also deploy it on True Foundry. Thank you.